Alright, this Misty Minute is actually about getting a good night's sleep. I'm an insomniac. I love to sit in my bed and think. What did I do that I shouldn't have done? What should I have done? What didn't I do? Don't forget to do this tomorrow. Don't forget you have a booking, you have to make this up. Don't forget you have to order this online. Don't forget you have to talk to that person. Did you reply to enough Misty Minutes today? Did you post something? My mind does not stop. I can't. So I did some research to help sleep, and this is some pointers that I'm going to share with you that I have found that work. Obviously, of course, you know, don't drink caffeinated beverages after a certain time, you know, that's an obvious. But some things that I have found truly help is don't use your bedroom for anything except for sleeping, and if you're an adult, sex. I mean, hello. But don't make your bedroom an office. Don't make it a living room. Don't watch TV in there. Don't, you know, because when you're in that room, it needs to be like a relaxation or sex, but a relaxing environment. I also think it's best to make your room dark. My bedroom paint is a darker color. It's like a burgundy, like a deep burgundy. And I also blackened out all the windows in my bedroom, took like a big thick blanket and doubled it up before I put the curtains on and stapled it to the wall so there's no light shining through onto the curtains. So literally you can be in my bed and there's no daylight coming through. The darker the room is, like a cave, the better, the deeper the sleep you're going to get. Now this is kind of an obvious one, but if you go to bed at the same time every day, this will really help. Now if you're a drag queen like me and you work certain clubs, and some clubs are open later, and on Sunday nights you're not home until 6 o'clock in the morning, on the night that you work until 10 p.m., stay up until 6. Get your body set on a schedule. Right now my schedule is start heading to bed about 6:30, try to be in bed by 7 a.m. Because your body's going to get used to that schedule. And this the final one is something you probably wouldn't think about, but the closer it gets to bedtime, start turning off lights. I like bright lights because if I'm, you know, gluing something or sewing something or painting or doing something or styling a wig, I like to be able to see details. So the lights in my house are 100, sometimes 200 watts, and I like it very bright. But when you're winding down, when it's an hour or two before bed, start turning those lights off. You don't need bright lights when you're getting ready for bed, because your mind kind of thinks it's like a sun. You don't need it. It's going to be like, oh, it's daytime, it's whatever. You want that to like start turning down. You know, start winding down and think like boring activities. You definitely don't want to be watching TV the last hour as you're trying to go to sleep, because that bright light, your TV is going to, you know, stimulate your mind. What I do is right now I'm really into self-education and self-motivation and becoming a better individual. Exercise is great during the day. So every day when I wake up, I go for an hour walk and I listen to a downloaded book. And then when I'm going to bed, I'm dyslexic, so reading makes me tired. So when I go to bed, I turn a nightlight type of light on. It's not as bright. Turn off all the other lights and I read a different book to stimulate my mind in a different direction, and it helps me wind down. But don't be on your computer, don't be watching TV, don't be like with bright lights in your house. Just start thinking boring. Winding down. Okay, and this is my final one. I thought that was the last one, but this is actually my final one. I just did a Misty Minute about traveling with a sound machine, but if you get yourself used to hearing a bubbling brook or rain or thunderstorm or whatever you get used to listening to as you're trying to go to sleep, your mind gets tuned to that and it starts to realize, that's my sleepy time. You know, like I used to run the nursery and do a lot with children, with youth groups and church camps and things. But if you get kids set on a pattern, you know, every day at 3 o'clock, every day at this time, every day, you know, it's nap time, so you play the same song on the radio and you know, read a story and get them, you know, winding down. When you turn that, you know, winding down, and it's funny because when I'm little, my mom used to sing a song that says, night, night, baby, night, night, baby, night, night, baby, it's time to go to sleep. So I was kikiing it up visiting family, and my mom, who's now our grandma, was singing that to one of her grandkids, and I was like, oh my god, you're making me tired, because my subconscious mind was like, that noise means it's sleepy time. My mom singing that song, but this noise, the bubbling brook or whatever you choose to listen to, means it's sleepy time. So wind down, play your sleepy time song, and get a deep, good night's sleep. Loving you is easy.